And good morning, everybody. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. Today is July 11th. Fun day. I did warn you people, but luckily I got some good news and I got some bad news. First, the bad news. Mental zombieism. It went up to 100 million. Everybody went to Meta's Threads as a competitor to, to Twitter. That means there's 100 million zombies plus wandering the streets. Okay, still have to do that. And don't forget, let's check out Danger Dale. Who's your prepping nurse? Prepping by Faith. Prepping with Sarge. Sassy Gal Prepping. Alpine Preparedness. Nays Northern Prepper. Garden State Gardener. Lori Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. I think she has one today. A premiere at 4 o'clock or a live stream. I'm not too sure. I've been busy. It's July the 11th. All hell broke loose. Good news is we know there's there's over 100 million new zombies roaming the world. Great. Kind of look at people and it's like, well, that's not bad. I know there's 100 million zombies. It's just Uncle Al's going to be really tired taking care of the problem. You have to be a total zombie or an idiot to go on Threads. It's meta, folks. You complain about Facebook, you complain about TikTok, and yet you're happy to go on it. You're a sheep. I'm not that kind of sheep, Uncle Al. No, but there are a lot of folks are. Now, the lucky thing, these things didn't happen. A world leader hasn't been assassinated. That's Xing, Justin, Zelensky, Putin, and Brandon. They're still alive. They're still here. Close calls for, I can't pronounce those names, from Iran, Pakistan, a few other minor places. Uncle Alan's been tired, so no assassinations. That's good. Zing was in the head of the crew. Root beer. I've been running around. I'm going to eat lunch after this. All hell broke loose. If has assassinated, Taiwan gets invaded, half of China is destroyed, not by nuclear weapons, by drones. South Korea and Japan and the Philippines are Indonesia, Vietnam. I was surprised. They had a lot of drones. They just nailed China. And China loses about 33% of the landmass. From the coast inwards, about 500, 600 miles. So it's shrinking. So you figure out when you cut out around the borders, 500, 600 miles, China's getting a lot smaller. Okay? And also leads to a six-way nuclear war, China fighting itself. Now, a lot of people don't understand Hong Kong, if they want, they could kick out the CCP out. They tell them to leave and go with Taiwan. Now, any CCP members in Taiwan realize, in Hong Kong realize this, they get a better deal if they switch sides. But nobody wants to do it because they're lazy. So every time I go to the hospital or doctors, they always put one of these things on me. You're still dead, Mr. Sato. Not yet. I gotta adjust something. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So far, nobody got assassinated, which is a good point. Another thing is on world events, other than the Northeast getting flooded, and I'm watching this big development out in the Atlantic off Africa heading towards either the South, which is Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas, and parts of Mexico, and the Caribbeans, or it's going to go from Georgia, part of northern Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina. And once the heat's gone, oh boy. Remember Katrina? Make that 100 times worse than Katrina. Now, hopefully this thing will split off into two different, it could be a tropical storm, a cyclone, a weak hurricane. I'm hoping it splits. If it goes still in this huge volume, you got a boat? Go watch the movie Day After Tomorrow. This is why I keep telling people, watch Hudson Bay. Even the Russians know it. Even the Chinese know it. Except for Canada. You have to throw a rock at a Canadian and kick him in the nads. Alright, remember I told you about the two solar belts? Okay, one's going across. That's great. Oh, Lord. Yeah, tell people, watch the skies, watch the skies. They have this dumb sheep look. Till it's too late and they're wondering, why didn't anybody warn us? Why do we have to kick you in the nads all the time? But Uncle Al, I'm not that kind of stupid sheep. I always watch the skies. Okay. Again, we have a major thermal belt. This is heat coming all the way from Canada, all the way down to certain states, all the way to Texas and Mexico. We have a solar heat belt right here, and we have another one going across Canada. It's a first sail up here, and it's a Hadley sail down there. Okay? And a lot of you people are acting like monkeys. Thank God it isn't a sheep complaining about the weather. Alright? It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Take precautions. Alright? I'm doing another video of what heat does to my garden. I live in a desert climate. Mankind screwed up this climate for 150 years. Now they're getting payback. Okay. Now let's see. What's other things? So far, we have a few volcanoes exploding. A lot of major earthquakes. I tell a lot of people, be very careful in the evening. Have your crash helmet nearby and have your earthquake kit nearby. Canada's right for a France kind of riot. Of course, everybody in Canada is like, global warming, peace, march, him and her, whatever. I'm just standing here. I'm just a Canadian. Okay? You're going to have like riots in France if you don't solve that problem and get rid of Justin. Justin, go into the light. Two things are going to happen. It's starting to do the backlash, which is predictable. Nobody in the business world is taking ESG seriously. And if you do, you might not have a job next week. Okay? ESG, wokeism, a lot of that are going out the door. Okay? Which is a good thing. July 11th, we have some interesting solar activity and geological time activity. But it's too hard to explain, and a lot of you guys have brains like, don't blame us. We have bigger brains. So do we. Wolverines! Wolverines! My brain is not the size of a walnut. Okay, it's like, when I speak about geological time, a lot of people don't understand this, so we're not going to talk about it. But it's one of the things I warn people on July 11th. So I don't really care. All right? You should have been all prepared. I don't want to hear it, especially Vermont. Oh, we're not going to have floods. It's summertime. Yeah, right. You're neck deep in water. Okay? I warn people, like New York City, this is the worst sledding season. Already 2 people died. You don't stay in the car when the car floats away. It's like, I'm tired. It's like, seriously. Okay, so only 2 events happened. Not too serious. We got a lot of mental zombies for the first one. Second one is weather related. If you don't get it, you won't. Wait a couple weeks or anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. The heat belts would change. Texas, you're in a washing machine. Depends what location you are. Oklahoma, the northern part where it hits the Oklahoma panhandle. Kansas, Denver, Arkansas, you're in a special, how can I say it? It's going to get cold, and you're going to have tornadoes, and you're going to have heat tornadoes, and fire tornadoes, and anything else you would not believe. All right? I do warn people, be careful. Be a nice person. Don't be stupid. All right? Because Uncle Alan doesn't run around panic like hell. Uncle Alan just tells you what's happening. We still have, I think, 12 hours left before the other 3. I have to examine it and check things. You should stay indoors if possible. If you're outdoors, wear long sleeves, sunglasses. I keep telling people this. Wear a hat. Okay? Go check out my next video coming up. What does UV radiation does to your vegetable garden? And I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. Do something good. Long live the Republic. God bless. Grow a garden this year. Learn how to process and put away properly. And I'll catch you later. Bye now.